last time, we, as said, started off fighting an angry Skeletor-looking guy with a menagerie of Tyrannosaurus Rex and Snake. Among other things, we used our various skills, talents, magical powers to obliterate this fool and stop him from escaping on the back of a bunch of um, zombie pterodactyls, um, sharp beaked things with extreme prejudice. I believe we managed to stop him from getting away, and he fell and turned into a puff of dust and bone marrow. Upon sort of having the moment to see where we might go, um, I believe Zrin went to have a look around and got spotted by an individual, or originally went to go out and to go ask the animals where we might go to continue our journey. And whilst finding said animals, he did end up stumbling into a young dryad, which was quite shy to his appearance, and he agreed to go get someone who could communicate better. So he came back and he picked Jethris, who I believed had the ability to cast tongues and understand what the dryad was speaking, or speak in song, which seemed to be the best way to go for it. Um, I don't recall what information we did get from her, if we got any as of that point. I think we were just sort of finishing up the tree combat, and
she's gonna lead us to the where the darkness is. As long as we forfeit our fiery weaponry for a short bit.
Yes, we had to give two implements of fire. One easily obtained, the scimitar of Elwyn, or sword of Elwyn, and two. What was
We have not.
You
we
will.
have not given it yet.
It will be easily obtained. You will not have a weapon. And the far more difficult one to get will be the Warhammer from Goel. But I believe that is the challenge we will face today.
And indeed, as Zirin and Jethros had this conversation with said Dryad, now the two of them are to return and share this wonderful news with their allies in hope that this will go slightly better.
I will walk ahead of the dryad and approach the group. But I will, like, ahead. When I say ahead, I mean like 20 feet ahead, because I want to give, like, heads up. And I'll walk up to the group.
You see, as Jethros is moving towards you, Zirin stays slightly behind with the Dryad, leading her on towards you. The rest of you see Jethros approaching, and in the back, Zirin speaking to this dryad. The forest creature the forest nymph seems to hide and obscure herself behind trees, looking either afraid or stressed by your presence. Other way, she clearly seems to obscure herself. But to keen adventurers like you, perceptive ones for sure, you will be able to make out her silhouette into the distance as Jethro's approach.
All right, assholes. We got someone who can lead us where we need to go.
Okay. Where are we
Where
going?
are they?
They're about 20 feet behind me.
And, yes, answer him. Where are we going?
We're going, to where the darkest spot is because, that's where assuming a fucking drowy temple is.
Judas from behind and just added, delightful. His eyes, however, more so turn onto the half image of the dryad that peers around the corner, crosses his arms and awaits. What's the catch?
There is one stipulation. She is a woman of nature. She likes plants and stuff. And she has noticed us brandishing weapons of flame.
Okay.
We
You
are
won't use them.
well, correct. But she wants further shit, what's the word? She wants to further establish that we won't use them. She would
Right,
like
doing
us
what
to
exactly?
leave them with her momentarily.
I would rather gouge my eyes out.
Why?
We do not know. We'll find another way.
Why?
Leave us unarmed.
You have like 20 fucking hammers. I know you.
This is a good one. I would
Okay.
not part with it.
You're going to be parting with it for maybe like a day.
What if we promise not to use it?
But what we already had. She just wants further affirmation by us just not having it. It's going to be in a safe place while we go to the dark spot.
What if we put it in your jug?
Do you want to put it in my jug? We can put it in my jug.
I think that is a compromise we can live with. But we can retrieve it from your jug, right?
Yeah, that is a possibility.
So there are possibility it will be lost in your jug.
What?
You said there a possibility to retrieve it,
Yes.
and so the other
Just because
possibility it
there's a
will be lost.
possibility of getting it doesn't mean there's a possibility of it fucking leaving forever. What? That doesn't make any sense.
It does.
Repeat
not.
to yourself what you just said.
Hello, repeat
In
that.
no way did I say, well, there's two possibilities. You know, one, it could be annihilated beyond recapture, or one, I can go grab it.
The word possibility.
When
can
have I
many
ever
things.
expressed any worry of putting something in the jug and it poofing out of existence?
I don't know. I've never used your jug. I saw you
This
disappear.
guy.
Calm down. You are being overly defensive.
You're being overly defensive. I'm just asking for
Yes.
one hammer. You got like 18.
Can I make an insight check to see if that, of course, Jethros allowed that, is he's charmed or he's being just a normal asshole?
Entirely up to Jeffrey. I have no
don't know.
play on and PC versus PC's roles.
Yeah,
I guess you can insight check me.
15.
Okay. He's a dick.
Okay, I see. You're just a dick.
Well, I would phrase it differently.
He's a lizard man.
I mean, the way he acting. I'll take out the Euphrates sword and pull up like a rag and tie the hilt. And I'll say, that sword never been mine. I have no right to keep it. So if she worry about it, so uh, I'll return the responsibility from mine to yours, Jethros. You believe you the one who'll give it to me.
Okay, sounds cool.
I'll also hand you the mace.
Oh, fuck, that's way heavier.
Lose this, and you may lose your jug.
That would not be fortuitous for either of us.
No, it will not.
Or like anyone in this party, because I literally have anything in here.
Good.
You guys are really friendly.
Well, usually I don't have to
It's true.
pry a weapon from Goel's strong mitts. So usually we're a lot more amiable.
Judas in a Sanarchiton candidly leans towards Regulus and whispers, ask them what's the usual amongst them, and he kind of just turns back.
I feel naked.
Well, you know,
God damn it.
I don't think you are. Oh, I sorry, I see what you mean. Figure of speech.
Do you think I'm naked?
Well, I had to take a second
haven't.
look, but does not seem so, no.
I have a long cloak under this armor.
Well,
I don't think
I'm very happy for you.
but it does feel that
Freeing?
no.
Okay. Feels less weighty, like a like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders?
No, I feel like I have given up with an arm. Something.
Well, you have given up an
Feel
arm.
handicapped.
But what's the cost of giving up arms if we get the job done, we finish the mission?
I don't understand what you are saying.
Well,
I've lost me.
I was making a play on words there. It was like because like arms are usually what weapons are called, and it's whatever. It was a stupid thing to say. I'm sorry.
It's okay, I am used to it. Lead the way.
Well, I mean, don't you at least want to meet her for? Oh wait, I don't think you guys can even understand her. So never mind.
Throughout that conversation, the spirit's just been slowly backing up, and like just kind of like now all that's left is like eyes peering over a rock.
Yeah, let me go get her. I walk over
As
to the
Jethros
drive.
moves a little bit away, hearing the conversation about Goel and nakedness, once again, Judas was being way more vocal than he usually is today, apparently. We gotta just move slightly towards Goel, and in his sarcastic tone, we'll say, see, your nakedness is already unsettling this woman. She has her eyes on you.
That's not a woman.
You gotta just move
It's a
to the
tree.
side and raise your shoulders, saying nothing more on this.
I love it. I love it. It's chuckling.
Hey, Clara.
She peers around from the stem of the tree and looks towards you, Jeffress. Jane quickly says, see, they seem eager to help with this. I'll assume the weapons are currently on your hand, Jeffress, and not on the jug itself. Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta just move her body posture moves slightly to the back as you approach with those weapons, but she stops as Jalen speaks. Does look towards him and looks back towards him as she moves more so to the front and center of it.
Just my friends also had a stipulation. I'm gonna put these two thingies into my receptacle, my magical receptacle. In this, large things can be made small and put inside.
The head of the dryad just tilts to the side and then starts to look for the object that you speak of.
I put my backpack down. I hold both weapons in my hand, and I jump in the jug.
Watch as Jethro stares into the jug. Clora puts both of her hands into her mouth, an expression of surprise as she gushes over this. She turns towards Zillion, and Zillion seems, from the distance, to reassure her. The Jethro isn't gone. This is just a potent magic that he holds.
Wouldn't it suck if I just died? Well, I will leave both the weapons in there. And I will. Oh shit! Do we have any? Do we have any weapons in here for Elwyn?
Sorry, say what's about Alan?
I'm looking to see if we have any weapons in here that you can use.
Says that in character.
I
Where the
already
heck?
take out the short sword.
Where the fuck is that one? Shit. Where the I rummaged through all the gold and shit. Oh, this is fucking useless. Oh, oh well, I can just make one if he doesn't have shit.
Is there a Dragon Slayer or a Moon Touch Greatsword in there?
You mean verbal sword?
Surprisingly, I think both of those items are with Judas on his back. He's never relinquished their belonging. You see, Judas is carrying 3 massive blades.
his tea
You
with
don't
him.
A
give this just one
longbow.
of them.
A longbow. Yeah. Okay. That's the average adventurer's
He's
Mm-hmm.
burden.
using it as a toothpick.
Judas will, as you stand without a sword, the Lulun will say, well, I can hand you one of those if you want. And he points his head left and right, but both of them are like great swords. They're big weapons. The Dragon Slayer and the Moontat sword.
You're joking.
Well, if I was to joke, I would say tiefling, a dwarf, and an elf going to a bar.
Where the gauntlets, Edelwin.
Yeah, that is my idea. I don't know. Do you allow that, DM?
But
I mean, I don't think anyone is using the gauntlets, and both of those weapons don't require attunement, so there's
Yeah.
something wrong with it.
Okay. So, uh, just can you put the item out? So, is it like normal weapon or?
For you, you can use one hand to wield each of those weapons, which looks equally disturbing, hilarious, and menacing as the short figure Elwin puts onto the gauntlet and starts to attune with them and grabs both blades. It's nearly his size, the great, massive, curved, mounted sword as well. A strange visage for anyone to be seen.
At least the bonus is you have an emergency brake now. You just lean back, and the sword will dig into the ground.
Yeah. I'm 5 feet tall, so I'm sure this is bigger than me. Okay. I'll attune to the gauntlet, and
Both of those
how?
weapons don't require attunement, so only the gauntlets is what attunement is required. Neither of those weapons has any modifier, aside of them being magical. The Dragon Slayer is a +1 weapon,
Mm,
and only when it hits a dragon it deals the extra 3d6 points of damage.
okay. So, just can you put the name of the two weapons so I can just add them there?
Both of them have been put into your inventory, so you can see them as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries.
Oh God, this would be hilarious. Uh,
all right. Well, I
But
come back
alas,
out.
go ahead, Jethris.
I come back out.
As Jethris reappears towards the Fae, right back in the material plane with Zoom right up next. She looks towards you. You are back. Where did you go?
Well, this place is almost like sort of eh, if you know anything about the ethereal plane, it's sort of the same where it's a sort of smaller realm on top of this realm.
The forest. In there.
Nope.
No trees?
Just stone. There used to be a dragon in that
Sounds
head
like
in
a
there.
lizard. Sounds like a miserable zone.
I mean, I don't like going in there all the time, but it's quite tepid.
Is it your home?
I mean, it's not where I come from. It's where I've slept. I guess kind of most in my life, but I wouldn't say it's home. It's about as home to me as I guess an inn for a construction worker, I guess.
I don't know those words.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's okay. Um, uh, well, whatever. I look back to the group. What are they doing? Are they discussing this great sword situation?
Is the Alvin holding these two humongous weapons, almost kind of bigger than him, and with the gloves and like taking a test, swinging on it. Huh.
What's Goel doing?
I don't know, just looking around.
Is he like watching Ellen, or is he just looking around at like potential foes?
I was probably chewing like a whatchamacall, a root, just staring at nothing.
All right. Well, while he's staring at nothing and everyone else is distracted by Elwyn, I give the jug to the lady. I start walking away.
I think I can see that.
Okay, I mean, you just said you were staring at nothing. I'm confused.
No, but my passive perception
Okay.
is like
It's
21.
okay. Make me a
No?
sleight of hand, Jeffers.
No, but like
Alright.
that's what I'm trying to say. If you do a sleight of hand, they'll be able to like, what? What's he doing?
Okay.
Let's see. If you beat 21, I guess.
I mean, I probably can't. Yeah, that's a 10.
You do notice it into the distance, Goel, as for one moment, your quick and cunning senses you do see Jeffers handing the jug onto the dryer.
I start walking back to the group.
She turns and asks, "Fire is contained inside?"
Yep. Can't burn anything in there.
Goel's just got to look
Sh-
at Jethro as he walks, not say anything.
Gives a fake lizard smile.
She
Nods.
slowly puts the jug behind the vitrine next to her. And she starts approaching with the Zillion, placing it inside a hollow part of the tree or an opening in there for safekeeping. As
Is your
she starts to move towards the group.
I don't want to be a dick. Is your friend gonna pick that up?
She nods as she moved
Alright, cool.
a little bit to the side, and her voice always has this nearly harrowing feel whenever she speaks. But in this instance, instead of speaking, she does something else. She sings. And as she turns towards her voice, quite alluring to everyone. around here. Goel, Regulus, Elwin, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I clicked it too late. Sorry, guys.
She's not actively trying to do something
Well, I was
in
just
here.
playing something to back
If you
up her
wanna,
singing.
if you actually want to use guidance, they would all have advantage. But that's besides the point. They're
It would be
entirely up to
charm.
you, Jeffrey. It is charming. You're not gonna be charmed, however. It's a little bit different.
Okay.
So yeah, you can count that Fey ancestry as part of this. I see it's on the GM layer.
I will reroll that. Ah, come on. Okay.
You definitely see as both Girl and Regulus seem to, at the very least, take a keen interest in her performance. Tear start to feel the eyes of Elon watering. It's been a while since you've been in quite such a demonstration of sheer talent. Something spiritual, primal, stirs within you. Something that words cannot put to explanation. You aren't charmed by the dryad. By no means, she's not trying to charm anyone, but it's clearly her presence alluring to all.
Wow.
You see,
If,
as go ahead, sorry.
as a reaction to being moved emotionally by this song, Goel will go to Jethris and say,
I know what you do,
All
but
right, cool.
I think our friendship is more important than a weapon.
Jethris is somewhat taken
pats you on
aback.
the back,
I can't
and then walks away.
translate
Looks so
as you
fucking confused.
add their tears, but I hear that. And I turn to Jethro's translation to him, even I don't know him for long. You're a dick, but you're still a friend. And he walk away.
Man, elves
I
can
love how
hear a
we're all
whole
walking
fucking
away and they're
lot.
giving you a chance.
Guess I should say stuff a lot quieter around these nosy fucking elves. Oops, he says, sarcastically covering his mouth. But is still taken aback by the gesture of Goel.
As the dryad sings, you see slowly forest animals start to gather in here. Some deers, some birds around that flock in the area, some birds that partake in this performance. A bear, a boar to the side, a few apes. At the time that she stops, her hand gestures to one of those apes. The ape starts to move towards him. Woof, woof, woof. She grabs them by the side of their cheek and brings her head, her forehead, to meet theirs. Whispering words, you hear none of it. The ape closes its eyes, seemingly entranced with it, and then proceeds to move towards the hollow tree. Puts both of his hands in there, grabs the jab, and starts to flee further towards the forest.
Hmm.
The dryad's gaze constantly followed the ape as the beast the animal starts to rush towards the distance. Once the ape disappears from the field of view, the dryad will shift her attention back towards you, and the rest of the forest creatures and animals will disperse from around the area. The elegant song and the elegant movement truly scream to the nature of this majestic or magic being, forest spirit, as Laura moves towards the park. Now that the fire won't be banned. Lead you in this forest. I can take you to this place where darkness spread. Wish hell and looks towards it of your kind. Gather their pets. And then turns towards the rest. And our kind is not welcome. Only there such a plague could fester. Only there something that I have not seen might be and might lie. The dryad
Mm,
starts to lead the way up and ahead.
should I like provide background music for you, milady, or should I just stay the fuck quiet?
Songs. Hmm. I like them. Play. Do. Make my performance chat, Jeffless.
Yes, sir. Performance. That's this one. That would have been useful earlier.
From time to time, as you move and Jethros provides some much coveted ambience in here, you see like a gaze turns and looks back towards you. It's unsettling and alluring at the same time. Jethro says clearly, from time and time again, you see your interest in your arts. At a certain point forth, you see that nearly her movement has harmonized and tuned nearly completely to the beat of the music that you are performing. But it starts to move into this forest, into this harrowing landscape, into this lush nature at the area. This land, the landscape, after a while, will soon start to slightly shift and change. Whenever Jeffers might pause for a bit to grab a quick drink from his water skin or to take a quick breathing from playing the tune, he will speak, unwilling to interrupt his performance. This part of the forest is entangled in gloom, webs, What was once there has been obscured from our kind.
Hmm.
We have nearly become prey into our own domain. The
Has that been
forest,
like ever since like you were born?
much prior to that, I know this forest from the tale of the other woodland being. They've spoken of the land. Some of the elder trees said that once upon a time, even your kind were amongst them. Mortals lived in harmony with nature. But that all changed.
What happened?
I do not know, but I've only been warned of this cautionary tale. They sought out to speak, consorted with spirits that were not of this world, nor will better it, and that changed them forever. Such might be sometimes the fate of one altar, just as it has started to take place, take form. Soon enough, out in the distance, you start seeing something that you would hope to avoid whilst on the surface. You spend a lot of time into the Underdark. Yet,
Hmm.
alarmingly so, from your adventuring there, even though you met countless drows, fought against many, those areas were always cleared of webbing. Yet up ahead, the forest is engulfed with those. The trees are filled with webbings that make the area hard to traverse around. Soon enough, you will see something amidst there. As you are venturing up ahead, Goel, your keen eyesight peering through those webbed forests, small spiderlings seem to still be around in the area, festering, moving around, infesting their web wherever they'll move. You see pillars of stone and marble. Now that, by itself, is strange. It shows signs of civilization, maybe instinct, as the Dryad has said, but something that was not present in the whole rest of the forest.
Bingo.
As you approach
Short
a little
rested,
bit
right?
further,
Correct.
yeah, As you approach a little bit further, you can clearly see that the Dryad's movement seems to be slightly slower, not as eager as prior to traverse in this place, clearly feeling threats. Not a seen one, nor an unseen, but more so the area itself seems to be quite, seems to be having quite the effect on her, scaring her, threatening her. Up and ahead, indeed lies a strange circle made of stone and marble, filled with the webs and cobwebs around the area. Strange markings lie on the ground.
Hmm. Um, I guess I would have to.
Flora will say, beware. I can sense the presence of every single one of those spiders in here, and they are already onto us, nurtured in here, dreams of me to run.
Well, I mean, hey man, if you got a bolt, no hard feelings.
I must observe this, for what happened today in the forest has never, it is something that I haven't seen nor heard the spirits talk of. Maybe the fate of it lies in them.
Hmm. All right. Well, are you gonna be safe? Are you okay to do that?
Judas will move up and head and use a little bit of his magic to cast a warding bond on her. I think it's castable on the willing creature at the very least. I'll keep an eye on her, Judas will say.
Oh, I know you will, you little dog.
Zirin will lean towards Deathrus and whisper, "Isn't dog supposed to be an insult to you servicers?"
Yeah, well, yes. He's a sucker for the ladies, that Judas. So I don't think we have to worry about her getting out of his sight.
Oh,
Well, Clara, we will valiantly defend you as you purvey over our quest.
She nods as she feels the magic of Judas take effect. Arcane runes, or more so, arcane magic seems to be present here. Not active, dormant, but steady. You can clearly see there's runes in here. Maybe it's the magic of the druids, maybe it's the magic of something else. But the magic, important one, has been casted here and has clearly left its mark.
Mm. Do I hear any skittering about of spiders? like larger than life skittering?
Make me a perception check, Jethros.
11.
At the very first glimpse, nothing that you hear around in the area that should suggest presence of dangers. You can hear the constant skittering of small little creatures. Yet you're surrounded by webs. Even moving around the area would be hard.
Which path we go? This path or this path?
I take a step, look through my eyes, my eagle eye. You guys can't see what I see, right?
It depends on what you see. Do you see a staircase?
No, just like small stairs. There's no
Mm,
staircase all the way back there.
There one here.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, like, if there was some all the way back here, I don't see it. There's nothing here. Just rubble. I think it's part of a
Some
cave.
light still reaches the area in here, but not much.
Most likely this way. This way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do my best not to step on any spiders.
Zirin, on the contrary, might go out of his way to actually step on several of the spiders. Very, not gleefully, very, he
The
seems to
slowly
loathe.
stamping, like the slow crushing the bug.
Well, he doesn't take his time to do it, but he seems to hate those critters.
And move everything one behind so I can have a little bit of time to
Yes,
narrate a
sir.
few things as it
Mhm.
happens. For sure. As Zirin clearly, you can clearly see that he will put the extra effort to kind of just strike one or two of those small insects. Do roll me D100, Zirin.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, they're arachnids, but
76.
yeah.
Zirin, do make me a dexterity saving throw. Not a dexterity, sorry, a constitution saving throw.
Constitution. All right. Let's see. That's a total of 13.
You can cannot shake that feeling that the more of those spiderlings you might stab, the more of them still seem to crawl towards you. Maybe it's a mental effect. Maybe it's clearly the another presence in here. I'll leave a mark on you just for me to keep something on the eyes. You can constantly tell that this itch is something that even scratching it, in this case meaning healing any more that might try to move around you, it won't seem to satiate itself. You slap and kill some more of the spadlings that seem to move around you, try to crawl into your boots, or anything as such. But alas, this place is clearly not a great home for you, not a good place to be.
Loathsome little.
Up and ahead, at the same time as Snowsong seems to move, he will notice some larger cocoons than the rest. One in particular being quite big, heavy. You see peering slightly out of this massive cocoon. Antler of an elk, burly, reaching outwards. Goel, as you continue to move around in the area, with your eyesight being able to see nearly anything that moves, you will notice into the distance spiders, bigger, slowly crawling around into the webs, starting to approach, circling around on the group's whereabouts. You hear the sound of skittish movement around the whole area. But there's something familiar about this area. Aside from the decomposed flesh and the infestations around here, there's something else that seems to be throwing you off, something that clearly seems to speak of your element. That seems rather outlandish to be here. Your senses as beguiled, as improved and enhanced as they are, you can nearly tell that something is amiss, something strange about this very, very place. Make me a survival check, Goel. You do have advantage on that. You move to the side over here as you stand. You look into one of those columns that lay in the dirt down here, splash over. It's seemingly having already charred the marble in here. Place your hand in there. This is nothing short. As you can feel this burning sensation on your hand, you put it close and smear onto your nose for a moment, trying to get a better sense of what that is. Dragon blood. Quite recent as well.
What the fuck are you fiddling with, man?
I'll show Jethro.
Oh, nice. Some goop. What does the
So what,
goop mean?
guess I'll relay the same information, like what I found out.
Cool. Uh,
So are we like noticing any bigger spiders moving in the area?
Giant spiders for sure are present in the area, trying to circle around, move around the group.
So
Uh,
what is the goop? What does it mean exactly?
I, d- I don't know if you heard me, but I did say that this is dragon blood, acidic one.
It's green.
it's acidic.
Sure, let's say it's green. More I'll find out.
Oh, okay. The bigger cocoons, are they as big as small dragons?
Not really.
Hmm.
deer people work with dragons a lot. Feel like
Say Say again.
Do your people like work with dragons a lot? I feel like I'm 2 for 2 meeting drows with dragons.
Well, if by
Sorry,
working with,
dark elf. Sorry, dark elf.
thank you. And if by working with dragons you mean most of the matron mothers want to skin them and make skimpy clothing out of them, then yes, my people, my underground cousins love to work with dragons. Although most of the dragons in Underdark do tend to have quite the rocky hide. Let's see.
Huh.
Whoop. Nope.
Guys, anyone pointing out? Anyone pointed out the uh, web sacks over here that kind of look people sized?
Oh, they probably just have people in them.
What?
Big people.
There's like a really big one and like 3 kind of small ones.
Oh shit, that one is big.
Zirin will dash to Regulus as he hears that.
This is
Do
how the
the
spiders eat. They envelop their prey until they are hungry. They eat them. Some of them might be still alive. Best to move on.
no, we cannot leave people like that, especially not in the clutches of a spider.
Yeah, well, think of the moral implications. We can't leave someone to die.
Would you want to leave to die?
I mean,
The
if it's
spider.
like an elk or something, or like a mouse, I think we can like leave it in there probably.
Dude,
Can I check and see if they're still alive inside those things? Sorry.
No worries. Goel, you move up and ahead to look towards this one's. Which one? I didn't many. Let's start one at a time.
I'll start with this one and then the bigger one.
You move slightly closer towards them and reach out with your hand. Try to unveil some of what lies within. Try to get a little bit of a better read if there is something that is still alive. Roll me D100, Goel.
Everyone's 50 feet away.
As you are doing so, Goel, you see from the ground that you're standing on, something burrows underneath you. You try to open the cocoon, and as you open half of it, you see a light skin, elven ear within there, spiderling crawling inside. One of the spiderlings bite you. You slap it and turn it off at the same time as you do so, boring from the ground, bursting outside a massive, bloated, what looks like a maggot crawls out of a webbed cocoon, and as it gets out of there, the webbing around it seems to burn, char its skin, and it will burst, covering the whole ground around it in ichor.
Oh.
That is extremely slippery. As that happens, Goel, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw. Your danger sense is aiding you here. For sure, you could have just managed to stabilize quickly, but as you threaten those cocoons and this occurs, you turn up your head and you see glowing eyes about to ambush you. And you quickly jump at your guard. Whatever is inside this cocoon is an elf and not a drow, but you see about to burst towards you spiders ready to fly or jump at you. And I would like some initiatives. You are not considered surprised because your passive perception is quite high. None for the rest as well.
Zirin draws his blade at the side of the spiders with intense zeal on his face.
And give me
And light of
just a
my
quick second.
initiative, I will be right back.
Oh, they get from the four. Okay. Well, that's a small one. Hmm.
By the way, there are no grits in this map.
I'll put no worries about it.
Thank you.
Magic.
And I guess I will roll for Judas and Laura amidst that as quickly as Goel notices the enemy. I see, okay, Goel is there, Elwin is there, Jethros is there, Regulus is there, Judas is there, and Zadian is there, more than fine. As quickly as Goel notices those predators are about to rush towards them, you hear movement, skulking behind you. Just to keep an eye on Jethros, Regulus, Zadian, Elwin. What's your passive perception?
Mine is 16.
Mine is 13.
12.
With a 7, I don't think the creature is doing a great job at that. As you see, moving towards you and hiding, emerging out of the webbing, hiding behind some of those pillars. Hulking creature that just moves on its 2 feet. It has a humanoid or more so an ogre-like silhouette, yet its fangs and its claws scream of an arachnid nature as the creature prowls towards it and tries to hide unsuccessfully towards you. And, well, I guess, secrets out, you hear movement around the area, even more apparent, suggesting that more of those creatures might be around. Yet, you hear behind the pillar and to the side, up and ahead, you can hear movement from there as well, suggesting that creatures seem to have approached. And that will be for those creatures. As Zirin, you are up next.
All right. Zirin, as I said, draws his blade, and he will chant to himself in Elvish, invoking a protective spell onto himself. He's going to cast protection from poison on his own. Let me see if there's any relevant icon. Anyway, I'll figure out the icon a bit later. But upon seeing the spiders, he will move forward and join Goel, holding his blade and calling out to the creatures. Their approach, freaks of the Spider Queen. Let me send you back to her abyss. And let us send you back to her abyss. And that is Zirin's turn.
The dryad looks towards the creature in the back that just appeared and quickly moves, takes a few steps back as he moves behind Regulus and Jethros as well to avoid as many of those as it can. As the creature up and ahead quickly will jump towards Goel, trying to ambush him in the process. A potent jump, as those creatures seem to be able to do quite that. The creature will make 3 attacks onto Goel. And for leg 1, yikes. For leg 2, even more
What?
yikes.
Wow, dear.
Apparently, the creature jumps towards you, Goel, and instantly plunges
Reaction?
both of its forelegs as it drops on you. You do have a reaction, Elwin, Jeffries, if you want.
Yeah, I'll say, go and watch out! Sorry, barbs.
Which one do you silvery barbs?
The first one, I suppose.
Keep an
Regulus
eye,
point.
keep an eye, because if we are to be fair, if you were both going to silver barbs, it makes little sense to know which
Yeah, I
one
know.
would it be doing. So either both use it at the first one or use it at the one. Both would be quite the metagaming, I would say, for this scenario.
Yeah.
He didn't say the word.
But
But
alas,
you also attacked very fast. We didn't have a chance to.
again, if at the first critical hit, if both would use it or not, that is the main question in here. So if you want, you can both use the first one. I'm more than fine with that. You give advantage to two different people, but I'll keep the second one, to be fair, in this scenario. But do let me know to whom you're using the advantage on, Jeffrus, and if regularly you decide to use your spell as well, to another person. But I will re-roll that four-leg attack.
Me.
I
One
won't
of the
use it.
two will not hit. And as the creature just falls on top of Goel, one of them does not hit, the other one will deal 14 points of slashing damage to them, and then bite at Goel. I don't think 16 hits you, Goel.
It does.
If
Unless I
16
have
hits you as
another
well,
weapon.
I don't think you were
really have
checking that
anything else.
creature, so you were just putting your hand onto the kobolds and whatnot. So you take 9 more points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw against being poisoned. More than fine. You take still 5 points of poison damage from that as the creature jumps towards you, and its legs seem to be like a blade, harsh, cutting towards you as it drops on top of you, tries to bring you down, and then tries to bite you. As right after that moment, the swarm of spiders that skitters in here will move onto you, Gael, and start to attack you. And that will be their attack as all of those infesting creatures start to bite you for 10 points of piercing damage. And Elwin, you are up next.
I see only two. Like I'm sure Gael and fine. Cannot reach. Sadly, I cannot reach here. Also, I will say I will take the one on the west, and I will run 30 feet here and pull out my freaking humongous weapon. And one of them look very strange, the Moonblade, and take the dodge action. That will be my turn.
Ellen moves up ahead and tries to obscure themselves as more spiders are approaching, but these ones are potent and stealthing around, and you will hear their movement, Elwin, but won't be able to see them as they approach. And 1, 2 of them. Give me just a quick second. For some reason, it's on the GM layer, but regardless for the second one, as more spiders seem to be moving, yet you are unable to spot them or track them. The stealth check is way above the passive perception that you guys have as of right now, as the creature will rush towards you, Elohim. This one will dash to get towards you, or not dash, actually will move as far as it can, and as it gets towards range, it will hurl its webbing towards you with disadvantage because you are dodging. An attack that will not hit, and Goel, you are up next.
Bonus action rage.
Quickly, Goel, seeing all of those creatures infesting, he just yells out loud. This hit haze starts to form next to him, burning as is with fury. The creatures take a step back. All of those spiderlings seem to scatter for a moment, but they are still present. Go ahead, girl.
Gonna recklessly smack the guy in front of me twice.
This is on the sword spider, right? Not on the swarm of spiders. Just keep an eye on.
Yeah, the one in front of me, not this one. And it should be the 10 instead of the 8. So I'm gonna roll it and then roll a 2d8 to replace the 2d10 to replace the d8. Oh, I forgot to put the skull crusher check, so it's gonna be 2d8 and 2d10. So take away 3, and then add 15 and 4. So
Not 33, 37. It should be the total damage from those two attacks, as the creature will be clearly blooded.
can I walk outside of the swarm?
You'll take an opportunity attack. If you do, they have a reach of 0 feet.
It's fine.
The spiders try to bite you, but you just maneuver out of their position.
Snowsong will take a charged attack. It's full movement to get right next to me and do a maul. Go into the maul
19 hits.
for 16 damage. He has to make a saving. If it's still
And as Snowshoe jumps towards the creature, Goel has already crossed its face, and Snowshoe just delivers the finishing bite onto its neck, or where the neck would be, in between, snapping his jaws over there on the face of the creature. Jeffress, you are up next.
Uh, did one of the ettercaps spin a web? What should I have
Yes,
saved?
towards Elriel,
Oh, okay.
but it failed.
I see. Okay. Well, I'll make quick work of those guys. How high up are these guys?
Not that far. It's about 15 feet height, this ledge over there.
Okay. 15 feet height. You know what? Why not? This is probably a mistake, but I'm going to use my last sorcery point for the day and do a distance spell. And from the ring, I'm going to cast a second level Bane. The Ring of Duskag Hoarding. So here it is. It's 4th level, so it'll affect both the spiders and both the ettercaps.
I think you need to be. I don't think you're within range because those creatures, the bane is 30 feet around you.
I said I expended a sorcery point for a
Oh, I
distance
didn't
spell.
hear that. Sorry. Yeah. That definitely works then. Also, 4 of those creatures, all of them make charisma saves, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Don't think any of them stands a chance to make that, but alas, I shall roll. Yeah, they never did. As your magic takes effect, all of those creatures seems to be put under the curse, and there's a crackling laugh of an old witch will be heard.
And I'll say to Ellen, don't let that son of a bitch sticky you up, man. You got this. And I'll give you a bardic inspiration as a bonus action. And that'll be my turn.
Creatures that try to be stealthy, but are being rather terrible on it as they move slightly closer and try to crawl around the area, trying to hide and ambush you. Yet each of them seems to fail, moving a little bit closer as they prepare to attack. This one actually might move slightly closer over to here. That is, as they try to hide, yet fail on that. This other spider will jump, this one towards Zin, and make its attacks towards the drow as the creature jumps on them and makes a few of its attacks.
Hmm.
I'll assume 2 of those attacks hit Zirin.
Yes, they do.
Well,
Wait a moment, what's your AC? Because they do have Bane.
18. 18.
So the last one has a chance to miss. I'll roll a d4
Yeah.
for the last one.
A 50% chance. Yeah, it misses.
It's only one of those frolics where he does the creature jumps towards it, and as it tries to strike you, it hears those words and sneakers makes a screeching noise as it is affected by that. As at this very, very, very same time, a giant spider moving around into the distance will be noticed from afar as it tries to skitter and hide, moving slowly, then stopping to try and ambush as potently as it can. Onto the other side, the lasso spider will move slightly around, then jump to get towards Goel, as the creature will make its attacks towards there, lashing onto its target with advantage, still reducing a d4 from each attack if there is a chance that it might miss any. Goel, your AC is 16, right?
Yes.
So all of those attacks do not chance to miss, except the dive that automatically misses. So the creature will deal 5 plus 7 points of classic damage as it jumps towards you, trying to plant both of its weapons or its forelegs on you. And that will be its turn as Regulus. You are up next.
Regulus is going to, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on the Dryad, considering that she is seemingly a non-combatant. Then he will move out to here. I'm going to hold my action to use my Channel Divinity to do Radiance of the Dawn whenever these air caps start moving in.
Radiance of Dawn is the Child Divinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As Regulus, you hold out your staff and it starts to shine. Remind me, how much light does your weapon produce?
30.
I think so.
It might be 30. It might be 20.
3 inches.
No,
Dim light.
15.
Okay.
So, yeah. Fortunately, it isn't
As
sunlight.
Regulus's weapon continues to glow with light as it starts to dim for a quick moment as it prepares to once again become even more potent and burn those creatures. Judas will move as well a little bit closer towards Clora, but as he does so, trying and will to aid everyone around him, Judas will use a little bit of his own magic to aid amidst them. And he will cast Bless. At first level, as he will speak towards Flora. Don't worry, the Lady of Pain, the Maiden of Pain, protects us all. And he will cut his hand slightly a bit, and his wound start to glow. The sanguine hue becomes even more apparent as his blood boils. And on his path, he will cast Bless on Jeffress, Regulus, and Elwyn as he maneuvers around, getting closer. I guess he will not cast it on Jeffress, he will cast it on Regulus, Elwyn, and Zirin, mainly because they are making. You know what? In true Judas' fashion, he will cast Jeffress, Elwyn, and Zirin. This makes more sense because he doesn't know this new Reguli that has appeared. But that will be his turn. And as he does so, give me a quick moment, as those ettercups are about to move and advance further, a large skitter and crawl is heard to the distance. Something bigger, a chittering sound, a skittering sound that moved around the area from up and ahead, up and above, Regulus and Elwin towards those Eta caps are, but behind cover, you don't see what might lie, but behind the boulder, something moved, and you heard multiple legs in there. But alas, the Eta caps advance towards Elwin. Regulus, you let me know when you will unleash the magic, but that creature will try to attack Elwin twice. Failing to strike both times as Elwin easily dodges and gets out of the way from both of those attacks. More of those creatures skitter a little bit closer, and this one will try to hurl webbing towards you, Regulus. At normal, this one.
No.
I don't think that hits.
15 AC.
Okay, more than fine, as the other one as well will start to approach towards you, Regulus, and will also hurl the same webbing against you. Which I don't think that hits as well, as both of those creatures thrown web towards you. Your light, as it starts to dim and shine again, starts to burn the webbing that is hurled at you. And Zirin, you are up next.
All right. So he says, I shall put your shed blood to worthy use. And he'll raise his blade and try to bring down a downward slash towards the spider, aiming to arc it again back upwards. So let's see, that's gonna be. Here it is. Oh, wait, it's not a long sword, it's a short sword. It's a scimitar. But yeah, sure. First hit, that's a critical miss. But as it goes up, he'll try to slash the spider a second time for a 24, and he's going to put, let's say, a first level smite on it. Or, you know what? Let's put a second level smite on it. So that's 3d8 extra.
Go for it.
So Zirin will put his wrathful demeanor on as he invokes divine light onto his blade to explode where to create a small blast where it connects with the spider's flesh.
Zirin's blade cleaves and sears onto that creature with a single strike, and a potent one. And Zirin, do roll me another D100.
Of course, that's an 87.
Okay, go on.
And what he will do is what's happened to these two?
Both of them moved and hurled webbing towards Regulus, but both of them failed.
This is not some crowd control from Regulus, right? It's just a cooldown reminder. Okay.
Yes.
Please, Jethros, no. So what Zirin will do is he'll use his movement to get closer to the rest of the spider-like creatures, leaving the large one for Goel, not wanting to poach his kill. And I think that's it. Let me make sure. Yeah, that's 30 feet. And yes, that will be Zirin's turn, but he still seems very determined on ending the lives of those arachnid creatures, or, well, bipedal, somewhat arachnid, spider like creatures.
More than fine. However, you see, as the moment that you start striking against that, the moment that you put the end onto the spider, at that very moment, everyone will notice this. From all of the webbing around in here, hordes of spiderlings start to crawl around onto the region, starting to fill everyone's gear, starting to spread onto everyone. For now, nothing new has occurred, but soon you will all be infested with them. We'll see what that has to do. Regardless, the Dryad will continue to dodge and move out of the way as much as it can, as right after that, the swarm of insects will move closer towards Snowsong and attack. An attack that shall not hit at that moment as all those creatures crawl onto Snowsong. And once again, Elwin, from where you stood, you hear movement behind from further away, and you see out into the distance, perceptive as you are, you will notice the an extended tail that lurks around this boulder over there. You see a tail that slithers slight behind as if something moved like that, and I'm sorry, from here, moved like that, and then hid behind there. You're spying onto that creature, or more so, you rise in towards the creature quickly at the very as you see all of those little spiderlings gathered around you. And Elwin, you are up next. Do you remind me something, Elwin? What type of armor are you wearing? Medium or heavy? I don't recall that.
The heavy one.
Okay.
Why it sound that ominous coming from your DM? Okay. I will say, third. And that thing that moved here, is it like very big, large? Oh,
The tail seemed way bigger than that other cup.
a tail.
The tail itself was bigger than the other cup.
Okay, I'll say there's something large. Really large? Oh, you're here. Upturn and starting smacking this creature. So 1, 2, 3. A question. Me holding the both weapon, does that consider dual wielding?
Yeah. You just ignore the 200 property. These are like longswords for you.
Okay. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The lance attack, I want to do it for that attack cap as you make 4 quick cuts with your blade while the crescent blade stabs towards the creature, and as it pins it, you slowly get into your rhythm with the Dragon Slayer, this massive greatsword, and start cutting it piece by piece, doing limb for limb.
Look into both weapon that literally bigger than me, like it feel good. The same time it feel wrong. I will stand here, uh, trying to, because I don't know this creature will attack Regulus. No, could I stand like here?
Up to
Yes.
you, whatever you want to send.
Yeah. So I'll stand here looking at these creature menacingly, like trying to, uh, how's the word? Pull aggro? I know it is not something in D&D, but like the idea is I want like intending to hopefully they attack me. That will be my turn.
More than fine, as right at that very moment, a skittish sound from the rear as moving up and ahead. One spider crawls around the corner, hidden as is already. It turns from the side over to here and will try to hurl webbing towards Jeffrey. The closest target that it has advantage on the attack roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
It is not recharged, but you are instantly restrained by that as the webbing hits you, Jethros, and not a moment after, as if those creatures attack impact, a giant spider will jump on top of you and
fuck.
try to plunge its bite on you. Does that hit you, Jethros?
Actually, no.
Barely you manage to block the attack as it comes your way, as the attack up over to here will rush towards both Regulus and Eloin, and you see as the creature moves, it clearly sees the one with blades and the other one with a staff, with a slightly understanding of a slight cunning. It will opt for the easier to hit target, and it will jump onto Regulus and try to make its attacks against them.
How dare he?
A not an intelligent creature would definitely opt to attack the closest target, which was Elohim. As I think the 15 hits you, Regulus, right?
Since I am devoting my reaction to this, yes.
For 8 points of piercing and 5 points of poison damage, and I need you to make my con saving throw as well.
For what? Oh,
Or
for the
be
poison.
poisoned.
Okay.
For fun.
I thought you might be making me a con save for my channel divinity. I was like,
No.
8 points of piercing. About to get real offended. So I have advantage on this because funny infernal constitution. Thank you. So I have 3 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. Poison.
You still take the full amount of damage. This is only against the poison effect. I don't think it says anything about the halving the damage.
Well, I know I have resistance.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's 2 poison damage then for you.
Okay. So I do not get poisoned for a minute.
More than fine. And last but not least, I don't know if somebody's actually able to see from there. Zirin definitely doesn't. Regulus doesn't. Elwin doesn't. So nothing to note for now. As Goel, you are up next.
Okay, dokie.
And again, just to keep an eye on Goel, Zirin, and Regulus, do type down what type of armor you're wearing when you have a moment. Have your turn, Goel, but type it down as well. I need all 3 of you to do so.
Breastplate.
So medium armor for you, okay?
I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me. What's the little star on him?
He's baned.
Baned.
Okay. 2 attacks.
Both of which will hit.
I'll reroll the d8s. Ooh, nice. Take away 4 at 18. Or add it all up and then deduct 18.
The
4.
creature does survive those attacks.
Okay. And damage from Snowstorm.
The creature still survives that attack. I think you still have a bonus action.
I don't have a second weapon.
Oh, truly. The creature barely survives those attacks as Goel, you just turn with both weapons onto the hammer. I think you do have the Stonemaker's Warhammer, but that's besides the point.
Gave that away. Still
Entirely up to you. I do not recall. In any case, you just turn out around and start squashing the spider with your hammer as Snowson helps you amidst that. The spider does seem to be able to take a few blows, however, and I'll assume that your turn, Goel.
Oh, I do have the Stonemakers.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, I'll pull it out. I'll have 2 Warhammers now. Now I'm back to dual wielding. That's
More than fine. Jeffix, you are up next.
Hmm. That's a problem. What's the deal with the web? How do I get out of it? Strength.
You can make, I think it's either a strength check. Give me a second. It says specifically a DC 12 strength check to best out of the web. Yes. It can also be attacked.
But then I'm still in range of the thingy. I will. What do my friends need? Okay. Only 2 things are banned right now. Sure. I'll use a bonus action to try and bite the web. With my hungry jaws.
You are at disadvantage because you're restrained, but go for it. It has an AC of 10 and HP of 5.
But I also have bubbles. Ooh.
Disadvantage, so.
Right. I'm fucking stupid.
It hits.
For 4 slashing damage. Just not enough.
Slightly not enough.
But I will use an action to activate. What is it called? The reach around in my fucking pocket under this web and squirm around. And I use the stone of controlling earth elemental. Why can't I drag him out? Thank you. It just kept highlighting stuff. He goes.
Ettercap on.
The Ettercap is no longer banned, and the Sword Spider is no longer banned. But, fuck, what's the rules for? Do I command him now, or he rolls initiative, right? And then he goes.
I rolled initiative for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Great. Goes right before me. That's my turn.
Right after that, more of those Ettercaps will approach, rise as fast as they can closer towards Elwyn, and this one will hurl webbing towards them as well. I don't think that hits you. The same thing, however, will be the attempt of the other Ettercap, that it as well will move closer towards you.
It is my.
And go ahead, sorry.
It is my time.
Go for it.
I
Before
will
the
use,
creature does the webbing, go for
Yeah.
it, Regulus.
So that everything in a 30-foot radius of me has to make a DC 18 Constitution save. That is an ally. That isn't an ally. So that's the difference between me and the other Regulus. So everything in here got to make a DC 18 con save.
I put an aura around you, so it's easier for me to spot. 2 for the giant spiders. Let's see. Not at
14.
advantage. DC 18, you said, right?
Yeah, DC 18.
Okay. Neither of those makes. One of them will survive that damage, remaining bloodied. The other one, the one next to Jethros, will be completely scorched by that. And now it is Ettercap time. Oh, how many there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Each of them at a +1. So they need 17 or more to make it. Only one of them does. 1, 2, 3, 4. The one over here is the one that makes it and takes half damage, right? 13.
I believe it is half damage.
Everything else will be bloodied after that burst of searing light as Regulus unleashes his magic and scorches those creatures, nearly burning them to a crisp. And right after that, the ether cup that was burned by you, Regulus, was going to start webbing on you, but instead is going to now opt to hit Elwin. I don't think that hits. So technically, the reaction would be when the creature moved over to here, just to make things a little bit simpler. It takes the extra step and then starts to move further away as the creature is scorched by the fiery light of Regulus. And that will be this creature's turn as well. The sword spider over here is dead. A giant spider over there will continue to skitter around, move a little bit closer, and let's see if this one will manage to hide and obscure. Nope. It tries, but fails as the sword spider next towards Goel and Snowson will try to escape. And this one will actually take an action to disengage and crawl further away and then up onto the ledge with its spider climb. So, somewhat intelligent that creature is. And that will be its turn as Regulus. You are up next.
I'm going to use. I'm going to use it again. I'm going to do Channel Divinity one more time. Regular con
There's a
save.
light that very bright and brightly shines around the area. Now, do you remind, just to let me know, this does half damage as a save, right? I'm not
Yes.
incorrect about it.
Yes.
Okay, so only thing that need to roll are 2 ether cups, because everything else will die regardless. Neither of those make. Oh, the only one ether cup over here is the one that saved the first and will be only just blooded. Well, not just blooded, but very heavily so. But all other ether cups will be completely scorched by Regulus magic as his light shines and burns those creatures away, and the spider closer to Jeff. I'll assume, and go ahead, Regulus, if you have anything more to add.
I look over to Ellen. I left that one for you.
Question: when you do this attack, it's like a light piercing from you.
Yes.
Yeah, so he covering his eye like, thank you so much, so bright.
And then Regulus is going to even things out. He's going to go cast Fireball over here. No. Can't do that. It's an action. I suppose I will. Actually, I don't have I don't have that spell. That spell sadness. So I will use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
As the light of the solar staff starts to spread around with magic, making your weapon even more potent. Anything else, Regulus?
I'm just holding a fluorescent bulb. Anyway. No, I think I will go back over here and enjoy the benefits of the various auras. That'll be it.
Judas will move up and ahead, closer to the others. I think I heard something, and he points toward the distance where Alun you saw this strange creature or this strange tail or this strange appendage swim or move later in there. And he pulls out his blade and he will take a dodge action as he starts to approach. And at that very moment, as those spiderlings have spread all around the area, Regulus, Elwin, Goel, and Zirim, you all suffer this effect for the disadvantage to attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. while in this region, as multiple small little mites are crawling inside your gear. And go ahead, sorry.
No, just a question because if there are creatures, couldn't the holy explosion of Regulus disintegrate them? Oh, they
I
are.
think I,
Regulus's magic is first things first, based on sight. He chooses creatures that he can see. Those are extremely tiny little mites. This is a hazard of the area. Countless of them.
think of them as numerous as ants most of the time. If you
Pretty
see
much.
and yeah, if you see an ant colony, you can't hopefully stamp out all those ants. There are like millions of them. So
It came with the
you
house.
yeah, kind of like that.
But
So you just
before return to
pick the L.
Zirinsten, you see crawling around with a spread of mites a creature around the corner that picks its head
Oh
with the
God!
legs of the spider and the head of the dragon. And
Shit, get me out, get
we
me
will
out, get me
do
out.
a quick 10-minute break and be back for it.
Jethris hops into Zirin's arms like Scooby Doo because they both hate this fucking thing.
Why is that a thing? Why?
Why, Spider Queen? Why?
God. Oh.
Oh my god!
Like that he mentioned that there are any dragons of love.
Why
Well,
not?
What drunken meeting between Lolth and Tiamat was this?
Well, it's only got one head, so it's worse. It's probably with Bahamut.
No, it's a Tiamat. It is
it's
a
a
black
black.
dragon.
Black Dragon.
Oh, true. It's black. So yeah, sure. Because it's black, it's evil. I know, right?
No.
No! Not what we
Yes,
meant!
it's chromatic.
Oh, right. Chromatic. I keep forgetting. Yeah, that's
We're not that racist
That
like you.
racist.
Excuse me.
Just a little bit.
I'll have you know I have black characters. I can say
I
that kind of
thought
thing.
about black. It's about the spiders and dragons. You thought it's gone away. Oh god, this is fun.
But in all seriousness, what
What is
I'm going to agree with the question of what sort of unholy union did Tiamat have with Lol. Like I know that she has some dealings with what's she called, Vlakith, but Lol, come on, Tiamat, you're better than that.
she is the goddess of
Is?
greed.
I mean,
Yes,
come
and
on, man. Tequila does things to people.
I mean, yeah, Tiamat is a goddess of greed, and Lolth is a goddess that gives nothing, only takes. So I don't know how these two could ever find common ground. Sheesh.
So here's the question: from which egg that thing come out from?
Probably the biggest one. Sheesh. By the way, I don't know if you guys follow some. I think it's some profile named Dungeon Doodles, something like that. I'm not sure what's it called. They sometimes uh, publish very short 1 or 2 panel comics about D&D, and at some point they did post something about a small group, like 3 people, being in a place where they find spider eggs, but actually dragon eggs, wrapped in spider web. And while the dwarf and the human are questioning what's happening, there's the drow of the group who has found a hatched, whatever those freaks are, and has been hugging it and been like, I will love him and hug him and call him George.
Why George?
I
Should be
don't,
Steve.
probably, I don't know. What's the greatest name for a monster? Like, ah, I'm currently thinking, did Kaz see that freaking comic and got the idea?
I want to understand how an artist, like, is that an AI or an artist decide, let me draw a dragon meld to like on a like a spider. Like I saw weird thing like a bear spider, but it's still scary, but it is bear spider. But a dragon spider.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. There's some twisted minds out there. Plus, I'm pretty sure it's a creature from 3.5. 3.5 had all sorts of fucked up creatures.
Uh,
Also, Reggie, are you here?
Huh?
So, what? You couldn't get over losing Saphira, so you're using religion to cope for it? What's going on here? Where did the channel divinity come from?
You really weren't there, huh?
Hmm?
This is a totally different Regulus.
It is?
Yes.
yeah. This is not regular the firebally
We
thing.
teleported, and this is a different Regulus.
Oh, god damn it, Reggie. You know what? I can't even say that in character right now.
Reginald.
Your Reginald is in another castle or timeline.
Most likely timeline.
Like here's the fun story I want to imagine now that only Regulus like pop out in different timeline with us, but in different timeline. Goel is a nice guy. Alwyn is tall.
that's the traits that have to be flip flopped there.
Yeah, Jethros is not not a bard is more of like a cleric.
He's a pious man in that universe.
Yeah. Then
He runs an anti gambling commission. Anti gambling.
Oh, he's an officer. That's true. He's a rogue and an officer.
He's a cop. Yeah.
Vala is probably the villain or something.
yeah, she's the oath breaker.
Nah, Val is a necromancer.
Oh, necromancer. Yeah.
Oh yes, yes. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
that's the
I can't
greatest
see
one.
that.
And Regulus is actually an evocation wizard there because he's now able to not hit his allies with his spells.
No, no. The idea of the timeline is only Regulus, the sorcerer that we know,
Oh right.
teleported in the timeline that he see the different arts.
Hmm. You know
Because
what?
we already have Regulus, the cleric, the nice
True,
guy.
true. I mean, Regulus he's a nice
Regular
guy.
Regulus is nice.
He's not. No, no, no. Okay, let me change the wording. Regulus is nice. I'm not saying it's not nice. I mean,
Regulus regularly is nice.
no, no. I'm sorry. I misspoke. He's a nice. I'm not saying he's not. But
Regulus.
I will change the wording. I will say Regulus that we know, he will hit you in a fireball, and he will say, "Oh, you did not get in the way." Regulus here will use channel ability to save all of us, and without hitting us.
Well,
I
yeah.
still have Fireball, by the way.
Yeah, I know you do. You're a light cleric,
Yeah.
so of course you do.
I can make I can make that decision.
Mm,
I've
please.
already almost sunbursted Goel again.
Look, this is why Zirin is the ideal member for this party. He halves the damage from spells. So you're much more free to use fireballs without being as much of a friendly fire bot as Regulus.
Just a question for you, Darren.
Mhm.
If that's okay to ask. Is like, are you gonna return to Vala later, or it is like she's?
Um, Honestly, I'm not entirely certain because I mean I love both characters, all right.
Mm,
But at some point, I got a little jealous of Regulus, who got to play another character for a time and maybe then swapped out. But that's half his concept, I guess. Um, but and I asked Kaz if I could play this character with his party, considering that I love Zirin very much, and I haven't had the chance to play him. So he agreed, and we have this story now. Most likely, unless there is a reason for Zirin to stay after we find the last shard of the Moon Blade, he'll
mm.
probably go back to the Moon Gazers, and Vala will come back with whatever clue she has found while she's absent. But that's up to Kaz. I'm perfectly fine either way, really.
Yeah, both of them are really interesting character.
Mhm.
This is like you when you like hear the difference between like different game when person like I'm gonna try this character, new character, and I will put aside the old one, and they bring in really bad character. When I said really bad, I don't mean bad as class or stuff. It's more of like with the wording social and interaction. If you get what I mean.
Oh, right. Yes.
So yeah, but I see Darren. He's good with all that.
Well, that's the what's it called? That's the reason I love role playing on Zirin more than I love role playing on Vala. That
Mm,
Zirin is much more social. He's much more curious, and his whole concept is based around how friendly he can finally be, how polite he can finally be, because in Drow society, you can't afford being honest and polite and
yeah,
friendly to most people, especially as a guy, as a man. So he enjoys it so much that he's among people who actually accept his kindness. He loves that, and I love role playing as him as well.
yeah.
Plus, I am a huge sucker for good aligned Drow.
As I am for the opposite. What where were we? Let's figure out quickly as
The
we
opposite
can.
as is evil aligned high elves or something.
No, no, no. I usually like to play not evil aligned drow, but not that of the
Neutral.
blade. I guess closer to evil, but yeah, closer to that. I like the other deities of the Eldar, Dark Eldar a little bit more. Not LOL for the end. Everything else other than LOL. But alas,
Yeah.
that's a conversation for a whole so different place and a whole so different time. As here we have a creature made entirely out of nightmare fuel about to attack you.
Mm.
And already some people have spotted screaming tails around. Is it this one? Just this one? Well, let's see. First things first, let's do a quick run check, see if everyone is back. Obviously, I had both Elwin and Zerin already back. Goel, ready to go. Need a moment.
Yep. I'm here.
Jethros, Regulus,
Yep.
in that scenario, then let's continue and hopefully Jeffers will be with us in but a moment. But alas, the creature out of the shadows that shows itself with the advance of this army of spidermen that start to infest everyone's gear, the creature advances slightly, even further with its quick and skittish movement. You can see that this creature is quite potent and able to move very, very fast, as it has a 50 feet speed, and as it gets closer and closer towards there, it will unleash its vile breath. Give me a second.
But they have cone, not lag.
Towards this one has a cone, a smaller one based on the size, but still a deadly one, as it will hurl venomous powder will be exhaled out of its mouth, and they reach everyone, starting to bite, filled not with acidic bile, but rather with spiderlings within them. And I need both Elwin and Judas to make me deck saves. Judas is at advantage against this. Disadvantage also at the same time because of the effect of the area. You have a disadvantage on all saving throws. So, Elwin, I think you are. You need to roll once again. I don't think you have advantage, right, Elwin?
Oh, oh, okay. Even saving. Okay.
Ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws. If you go back, you shall see that.
Is the Judas aura affecting me?
Zirin's aura is oh no, it's not.
You should
Yeah,
have a
Judas' aura.
+2 from his aura.
Okay, so do I succeed? 50 for 16?
You should succeed. Yep.
Okay.
You take 9 piercing and 12 points of poison damage as the creature advances up ahead to get to the lot of you. And it will not recharge its breath as Zirin, you are up next.
Alright, so Zirin will mutter to himself, what kind of hell did you spawn from? But first, he'll attempt a running slash towards this wounded Ettercap here, aiming to finish it off. So, am I blessed still?
First things first, you indeed are blessed. Second, you have disadvantage on all attack
That is
rolls.
true.
Reminder of those mites.
Well, it is.
Still, that shall hit, and it should prove to be the final blow against the Ettercap.
Well, it's automatic damage, so let's take the 14, I guess.
Matters little. The creature had barely hit points left.
All right. And let me check what sort of movement. 20. So Zirin will move 10 feet to get next to Elwin. Just giving a quick look to make sure. Do remind me, the ring of what's it called? The ring of spell storing cast spells as a bonus action. Is that right? Kaz?
No. Normal, regular
Normal.
casting time.
All right. Good. In that case, just one last check to make sure there's. Oh, it's the beads that cast them as bonus action. That's right. Okay, this is action, action, action. Oh, he is going to cast as a bonus action at first level a Wrathful Smite, cloaking his weapon in divine magic, ready to be unleashed, ready to unleash the fear of penance onto the next monster that will take the blow, and that will be Zirin's turn.
The Dryad will move to the side, even more so afraid of that creature. Just keep an eye on. Can everyone hear me? Does it sound okay?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
No, it sounds okay.
okay, more than fine. For some reason, it says that I have a red skyrocketed high ping, but apparently that's not the case. Regardless, the swarm of spiders will continue to attack Snowsong into the distance, this time managing to land a blow for 11 points of piercing damage, that is. And right after that, before Elwin gets a turn, I'm not sure what that is that I am seeing right now, Elohim, but alas,
Oh, that is a different character.
from
Sorry, ignore that.
okay, no worries. But around the mount, into the distance to the south, one more of those creatures will skitter around and appear. With 30 feet of it moving, we climb up and down, and more of those horrors with multiple spider legs and the head of a black dragon will appear. The creature rushes up towards a lot of you, and it will take 20 feet to move a little bit closer. And as it does so, it will unleash the same breath to its enemies as it did before. Yikes! That's a much more potent breath from this one.
Oh my god.
Elwin and Zirin, both of you are subjected to a dex save. You both have disadvantage, but you both also have aura against that.
Yes, we do. And we
Oh,
are
cool.
blessed
It gets
as well.
worse.
That's a dexterity save. All right. That's 15. Barely pass. Oh, no. With the bless, it's an easy pass for me.
My is 11 plus. What is your aura? 3.
Plus two, plus two. Sad.
Plus 2. So, yeah, so I fail. I take all that freaking damage. Ow. That's a lot.
45 piercing. No, that's 22 piercing and 15 for Zirin. He has resistance to poison, so he'll take 7 plus 22, 29 in 29 total damage.
A nasty breath weapon as both of those creatures appear and start filling the area with those spiderlings. And Elwin, you are up next.
By the way, sorry about the micro. It is D&D Beyond. Different character, different weapon.
It's okay. No
Cooler
worries. It
weapon.
more so confused me rather than anything else.
It is cooler weapon. I'm joking. So yeah, I will walk here. Really. No, actually, no. This guy, the one who hurt me a lot. I will walk there. I will use fighting spirit to negate the disadvantage, and I will attack 6 times. So 1, 2, up. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with me. First attack is Dragon Slayer, natural 1. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I believe only 1, 2, only 3 attack hits.
Just to keep an eye on, you made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know how you can make 5. The sixth attack, I don't know where that comes from.
No, ignore the first one. I action surge, so I attack 6 times.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I see how you mean.
I don't think
Ignore
15
me
hits.
then. 15 does not. So roll me damage for every other attack.
So wait, sorry, it is 4 attack. 20, 19 plus 2. 19 plus 2 is 21. Does 21 a hit?
21 hits.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attack hits.
Go for it.
So this first one, second one, third one, and last one. Are they dragons?
They are technically monstrosities, but for the purpose of this, they are spider dragons. They make sense for them to be dragons as well, so more than fine to include that. What is the damage that you did for dragons as well? Because I
This
cannot
is
figure
this
that
is
out.
you can see in
Okay.
the dragon. So the first number it is 12. The second, or for the if accurate.
More than fine, and the creature will take 71 points of damage as Elun advances towards it, and the tireless spirit of Elun, constantly being beaten by spiderlings, will jump against the creature, plunge his blade, and start cutting again and again at it. The creature screams and screeches in pain as Elun makes his advance, and anything else, Elun?
Ow. That is my. That will be. I will move a little bit. Wait. So I was here. I moved 10, 20. So yeah, I will move here so it doesn't attack the party.
And
Hi.
the Earth Elemental next.
It is. Pardon me, but what did this guy do? Why does he have an X on him? Did he do something evil?
Both of those creatures, unless they're breath weapons.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, the Earth Elemental was summoned to kill, so it'll fucking kill this thing. Go and run over. And unleash 2 slam attacks. And miss both, probably.
Neither of those, however, will hit as the Earth Elemental moves towards the creature to try and strike it. The creature skitters to the side. It avoids the blow as the creature nearly destroys the stonework right below it. The creature tries to strike again, but this time the dragon will use its tail to wrap around the arm of the Earth Elemental and hold it still to cause its attack to miss. And I assume that's the Earth Elemental's turn?
Yes.
As right after that, before Goel gets a turn, give me just a quick moment. A skitty sound is what you hear, but nothing that you will see into the distance. You hear more of those approaching. And Goel, you are up next. Goel?
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. 1 second.
No worries.
Um. Okay, I'm gonna do my full movement. And this is a dragon, right?
It would seem so.
Technically, it's a monstrosity, but it has dragon in its name. I'm okay to count it as dragon for the same purposes I counted for Dragon Slayer. Sure.
Right, I'm gonna bonus action dash. And I will attack it. Both hit, right?
Both of them hit.
Yep. 53. Sunsong will do full movement and then take the dodge action. That will be my turn.
As Goel rushes towards the creature, jumps at it, and his weapons both. As he slams Skullcrusher towards it, he starts breaking the bones out of that creature, destroying every one of his legs with each strike. Each strike, one leg down, as Skullcrusher seems to echo with even more fervor against its favored enemies. And Jeffress, you are up next.
I watch Goel and Snowsong bravely run past me as I struggle within my restraint. And then I will
Sorry.
bonus action Misty Step directly on top of the webbing.
We know you got it.
Actually,
We believed in you.
I'll Misty Step here, right here. Right here. Right over Snow Song, getting dust in his eyes. And then I will unleash 3 mineral shots on the one that Elwyn is harrying. So here these go. Wow, wow, bow. 1 damage. 11 damage. 14 damage. And he gets pushed.
And some extra bludgeoning, that is.
Nope. I do not have my jug on me.
That is correct. I did not recall that. And it is pushed how much?
30 feet.
Against the wall over to here, so pretty much as each of your strikes will blast the creature further away from you. It slams against the wall as you try to peel it off away from Elwyn.
I guess I have 30 feet left, so I'm going to try and go over here and maybe curl around this object to maybe get myself out of the way of some spider breath. That's my turn.
And I'll assume that's your turn. As into the side and onto the fray, one of those spiders will crawl around, skitter around onto the walls over here, and as it does so, it will make its attempt to hurl webbing towards the earth elemental. And here goes. An attempt that does not hit at the earth elemental as the spider tries, and the other sword spider will just skitter away and get the hell out of here. Regulus, you are up next.
All right. Did it run away?
I hit it with my mineral shot.
This one was blasted behind by Jeff.
Absolutely bonked. Sanctuary isn't a concentration, is it? No. Okay. Good. Tempted to try and banish these things back to whatever hellish place they came from, but I assume that that place is here. So wouldn't be much use. So I will do. What's the? Is there a bless still going on from Judas?
Not for you.
Still ongoing, because Judas did make the save against that. I did not make for the second one. Give me a moment for the second breath. He has made for both of them. So the bless is still ongoing, but not for you, regular. Sorry.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Okay. Well, I might as well learn these things a lesson. So I'm going to spend 7 charges of the Sun Staff to cast Sunbeam. Right through the middle of all my allies. No. Fuck these guys in particular. No. I will move up here. Gently through and past Judas. And I'm going to zap the one right here. So it has to make a con save of DC 20.
Apparently it makes, though it's not as potent against it. You can clearly see as you turn and blast the creature with a ray of sunlight shearing towards it. The creature gets dazzled for a moment, but manages to overcome it.
Okay. That'll be it. I am emitting a lot of sunlight.
How much is it right now, Regulus? Do you remind me that?
I believe this one is 30, but I will be wrong. Yes, it is 30 bright, 30 dim. And it's
As the
sunlight.
light becomes even more potent around Regulus, causing Zing to kind of just secure his eyes away, probably.
Walks up to Drow. Sunlight!
Which, by the way, doesn't seem to really bother Zirin so much. Wait,
Yes, oh, go ahead, sorry.
the sunbeam is not a constant stream of beam, right? It's like a one-time thing that blasts and that's it, right?
Yes, but he still has sunlight around him because he conjures
Okay.
a mote that he can blast from there. So his sunlight
Oh.
staff is pretty much that mode of energy.
Okay, okay.
As Judas will rise up in the head and will make 2 swings against his target. Come on. I have to spend the resources while he's not here. That's not fair for them. As they themselves are not under the effects of that because they are only wearing a tattoo, so they will manage to land both of those strikes and quite potently. Even so, as he will slam his blade once and plunge it deeper under the creature. The creature roars in pain as Julius will let him use some of his magic.
First level.
Let's do a first level at the very least for a few extra d8 onto the target. For 19 points of additional
Sheesh.
damage on towards the creature. The creature wounded severely after that, blinded as it becomes, it will use its bonus action and spew webs around the area, stifling webs around the whole land in it. And the area around it starts to shift into a much thicker texture of webbing around them. The creature stricken after that will quickly disengage because it has multiple enemies around and start to rush further away. As that will be its turn, and then will roll for recharge on its breath, which it does not. But Zuriel, you are up next, and you have to make me a dexterity saving throw. Keep in mind,
Against the web.
anyone with medium armor has disadvantage on all saves.
Yes, I know, but that's a 17, so it should be okay, right?
Still enough.
Right. Let's see. Can Zirin can still see it. This is considered difficult terrain, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So in that case, Zirin will use his bonus action and the last second level spell slot he has to cast a Misty Step. Wow, he barely gets out of this. Huh. And then he can't even get to it. That's sadness. Do remind me, Kaz, because I'm not sure about this this ruling. Uh, do how's it called? Uh, can I smite on a thrown weapon attack if it's a melee weapon?
I think you are not able to, but do give me a moment. I'll check really quick. Divine Smite. I don't think you are. When you go with a melee weapon attack, not with an attack with a melee weapon, so it's a different thing. So no,
Okay,
you cannot.
right. Yeah, this makes sense. Uh, f- Let me see if I have any other relevant spell for this occasion. Uh, oh, come on. Why is it only 30? Oh, it's a 30 feet and a bonus action. Uh, Sorry, I need a second. Some ability, kinetic jump. Oh. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. But oh, you know what? He won't miss the step. He will use his action to cast a third level moonbeam on the. Why is it just the second level? Anyway, on the creature for a total of 17 damage. If it fails the con save on the beginning of its turn. Or.
Feel free to move the moonbeam wherever it is that you will to.
Right. Well, on top of the creature. So that will. And Zirin will say, "You're welcomed by neither light nor by neither sun nor moon, monster." And he will, no matter how heroically he says that, he's going to stagger his way somewhat closer. But that will be his turn.
Then starts with his blade to carve through the spider webs as he moves above and points his blade at the last step to bring down the wrath of the moon on towards it. Flora will move as well a little bit forth, peeking around the corner and seeing that creature going behind. What monster is this? She will reach out to the spirit of the land. No, it's not a potent attempt, but alas, it might aid. She will cast Entangle on it to try and stop it. And let me, because it has a 90 feet reach, and it can cover the whole area where the creature is at. And I think Entangle is when it is casted.
Yes.
Things.
Yep.
Yeah. So the creature makes a strength saving throw. It stands a little chance of failing that, but it's still hard terrain, even if it does. The swarm of spiders start to skitter further and further and take a dash action to reach Snowsong. As right after that, the other one of those creatures, seeing all of you around the area, gathered up in here, pushed back by the magic of Jeffers, and clearly not a friend of what Elwin did to it. It will use its action, its bonus action first, and hurl webbing towards Elwin. The same webbing that the other one did. Covered even more area in that. You don't make the save right now, Alwyn. It's at the start of your turn. As the creature will hurl this webbing and then look around for other targets before it starts to approach again. And we'll get over to here, and with its action, it's only going to bite you, given that it has 10 feet reach. I assume that hits you, Alwyn.
Yes.
For 26 points of damage as the creature maneuvers around over to here as it moves about you and skitters towards the wall over the edge. And I will roll Richard's first for the webs. It does not recharge. And then for the breath, which it shall not recharge as well. And Elwyn, you are up next.
Mm. It's a strength save?
It is a dex save.
Uh, uh, this is extremely annoying. And after that, strength check, it mean athletic or acrobatic, right? Sorry, athletic or just strength save?
If it says a strength check, it's just a plain strength check. No attributes, no skills.
Hmm. Quite annoyed about that. Can I sheath a weapon and pull out a weapon, like put one weapon and take out another weapon using my dual wielding?
No, but you can drop one of your weapons into the web and take out another one.
I don't want to drop anything. Okay, we'll drop a weapon. Take out the Dragon Wrath and hit the Dragon Wrath in the ground.
This is necrotic damage, right?
Yes.
The creature makes the save and takes 13 points of necrotic damage as the weapon slams to the ground. The shadows, shadow energy starts to spread from the weapon like fire, burning, charring, and corroding the creature. The creature seems in pain, but seems to be able to, at the very least, protect itself from most of it.
Yeah, that will be my turn.
The Earth Elemental is up next. At the start of its turn, makes a dexterity saving throw.
You're funny. Funny guy. Smiles.
It is currently restrained by the webbing.
It will grab Judas. Should I make a check?
It is trying to do what exactly to Judas?
Grapple Judas, and I want to throw him at the spider guy.
As fast as it can, the creature is currently entangled by that, but you can make me a strength check. Restrained as is, I don't know if it poses any disadvantage to that. Good, I don't remember. Strength check, attack rolls, no. So no, make me a strength check for the Earth Elemental. See how far it can toss Judas.
24.
24 feet away from it. I'll assume over there or to the other area. What do you want to do?
Without a word.
Over there.
Exactly what you were doing. I'm throwing it at the spider dragon. He can't do anything, so he picks up the closest thing he's got to a weapon and he throws it at the creature.
And I assume that's the turn for the elemental.
You'd be correct.
And as Jeff says, you're standing towards there, blasting your magic and moving around out of cover. You wonder, you turn around, you look to the rest of your allies around from that stone, but what you do not notice that a hidden enemy is just right above you.
What the fuck, man?
It had succeeded its stealth earlier on, and it will make its first attack at advantage because you will not be able to spot it.
That is correct.
I assume the entity hits you.
Yeah.
For 15 points of piercing and 18 points of poison damage, it turns and bites you for quickly as it will move and advance slightly closer to you and make 2 attacks with its claws. Those attacks are abnormal.
The second one hits. This is for the first attack. For the elemental.
Should be fine. Give me for the second one. More than fine as well, as the creature just jumps towards you, bites you, and then brings down its claws to try and finish you off, striking for quite the potent damage. And as it does so, the creature moves up and ahead around your space to make it even harder for you to get out of its reach. And Goel, you are up next. Start of your turn, you make me a dex saving throw. You have advantage and disadvantage, making this a normal. You have 0. I think you succeed.
Oh, yeah. Let me enable it. Okay. Snowsuck doesn't have to make the save as well, right?
No, nothing is not inside there.
That guy's dealt with. Is this one dead?
Which one?
No.
No, it is not. None of them are.
Charge towards it and attack it 3 times.
Keep in mind, this is difficult terrain. This is 90 feet of movement for you.
I don't think I'm affected by difficult terrain. Right? I have the
Some
thing.
rangers,
Good to Wanger.
some rangers have that. I don't remember. I think rangers have some ability like that, but I could be.
I feel like it's called roving, isn't it?
Moving through non-magical difficult terrain, because you know at the moment you are correct.
Wow.
This is non-magical, so yeah, you can definitely move around there. Though, do keep in mind, I don't know how much movement do you have, girl?
45.
More than fine. The only you might be able to do so from around. I'm not sure. No, you cannot do it from around. If you exit this room and you enter this one, you have to redo the deck save for it because it's a different area. Or I
Okay,
guess.
do I-
Wait a moment. Depending on the wording, give me just a second. You might not need to. So it's there in the web, it's the web for the first time, or one of that. So you've already done the same for that turn, so you should be able to get here, or here was it? Yeah, over here, and that is just your movement.
Yes. So 3 attacks on this guy. Is it still disadvantage? So I roll normal? Or
Correct.
can I reckless?
You have to reckless to
yeah.
make it normal.
All right, reckless then. Guess we're reckless.
27 hits, 21 as well.
Damn.
Ooh.
And then bonus action attack. I don't have the thing, so it's gonna be just some fortune.
That hits.
$14.
The creature already carrying the wounds of Elwin will get stricken by Girl as well, and now it will be blooded. As anything else, Girl.
So Song will do a charged attack.
Okay.
That's 15. Does 15 hit?
Storson will jump towards the creature, but as he moves towards there, he will get whipped by the tail of the creature, and the attack will miss.
That's his turn.
Jeffress, you are up next.
Ah, you ate like a ton of bricks, you shithead. I'll cast. I will cast. Oh, I was gonna heal people, but it doesn't look like they got hurt this turn, so I think it's okay because I'm in danger.
You are in danger.
I think I'm going to hit this fellow with my lustrous lash, if that is all right.
Go for it.
Oh,
That's a hit.
for 24 damage. Take that, asshole. And then I'm going to use my bonus action and expend a first level slot to cast Sanctuary. On me. I say, bugger off, you little shit, or more's coming. And that's my turn.
The giant spider into the distance will find that opportunity to try and skulk. Since it will not regain its ability. It will skulk and jump towards Judas to try and stop them from getting any further. Actually, managing to land a strike against them for 5 points of damage, and I can't say that I don't think Judas can fail that easily. But that will be the spider's turn, as I'll make another con save for Judas' Bless. As Regulus, you are up next.
Web. I'm in web. Do I have to make 2 deck saves or 1?
Only one, only one.
I don't have very high hopes. I have higher hopes.
You have disadvantage once again because you
I
are wearing
have.
medium armor.
I was wrong to have hope. I was correct to not have hope. Anyway, I'm stuck. What does that mean?
You're restrained.
Oh joy. Anyway, I cast this Misty Step. I'm not fucking around with that escape DC. What do you think I am? Um, where's Oh, that looks like a fun lineup. I think. I Misty Step here. I walk here. I fire beam here.
Uh, I think, sadly for you, this rock is full cover against them. Like, if you see how big the rock is, I don't think it can get to the other target. It's just blasting back to the rock over here.
Okay. Sag. Whatever. Okay. Then I'll blast that's this one then. This guy. He can make another con save and take this damage.
I think it's also blinded, right?
Yes, it is.
As a blast of radiant energy will strike at the creature, and the spider dragon will become blinded.
And I skitter over here after blinding it.
And I'll assume that you're done, Regulus.
Yeah.
And Judas, right up ahead, as he's given a chance by the elemental, he will make a quick swing to finish that spider and make certain that he will not be pestered anymore because he has already taken quite the damage. So he'll make his weapon attacks just to make certain. Can he get to the other creature? Yeah, he can. So he will just expend another first level spell slot to make certain that this spider is dead, and that single strike will carve a path for him as the spider is dead, and he will maneuver onto his next prey and try to make an attack against them as well. And here goes that. Not a critical hit on that, but still, for 16 points of damage, as right after that, the spider dragon in there has to make a con saving throw for Zirin's Moonbeam. It's 17 damage against a DC of
16.
the creature will get 7 damage. It does
Oh.
get 8 points of damage. It does make the save, so it takes only half damage from that. However, it is already very much weakened and it cannot avoid much more, so it will take the disengage action, move 50 feet into the hard terrain as it tries to skitter away from Judas as much as it can, as the creature tries to retreat and get away from them. And at the end of the turn, it rolls for breath and for its webbing and recharges neither. Azirin, you are up next. Once again, make me the deck saving.
Oh, it's every
If you
turn for
plan
me.
on misstepping regardless, you can you can dismiss it. But yeah,
I mean, might as well make the roll the save. It's a 17, and it's my good
that's more
stats.
than
So
fine.
I like seeing higher rolls. So right. So Zirin this time will actually miss the step out of the web and move. Let me count again here. That's here, and he'll use his movement to get here. behind Judas. Right. He can see the creature, so he'll use his action to move the moonbeam on top of the creature again.
Cheering it as the creature barely survives, the moonbeam seems to nearly be able to destroy them. Roll me the damage, Julian.
All right. It's 3d10. That's 19. That's
No
pretty good.
matter what the creature rolls, if it starts its turn there, it dies. As the moonbeam seems to just beckon on them, follow them wherever they go, and on the path, the creature just bleeds as it's about to get charmed. I'll assume that's your turn, Zayden.
Yes, that's a full turn. Bonus action, and the movement.
As Flora will quickly shift and divert her magic, this time to try and aid Jethro, seeing that they got trapped in there, they will use the entangle spell to try and grab this Drake, as they will cast again, as they can do it, I think, 3 times per day. Yes. And let's see. Even if the dragon will be able to not get restrained by then, it still proves to be a hard terrain for the creature to move around as the swarms of spiders. It should have made an opportunity attack on Snowsong, right? I think we did not do that when Snowsong moved.
Was it next to Snows? I honestly did not see
It-
it. It's so
It
it
was on
blends
top
in
of
with.
Snowsong. It's okay.
Okay.
It was on top of Snowsong. I'll make one, and it will then dash towards them for its
Doesn't.
turn, because that is all that it is able to do so. As the other spider dragon in here, already surrounded by Goel, Snowsong, and Regulus, it will take the dodge action instead and will start to move away from the both of them. Moving over to here, as Goel, Snowsong can make an opportunity attack. At normal, the creature is blinded, but also is dodging. So 22 hits. And Goel roll me a normal attack against them. 23 hits.
Hello?
Sorry, apologies. The creature should be able to avoid that damage, or almost absorb most of that damage as it starts to climb around and further away, running away in fear. It rolls for its breath and for the webbing. It does not recharge its webbing, but it does recharge its breath. And Elwin, you are up next.
I will sheath the Morning Star and pick up my the moon great sword, and I'll try to burst. You said it is not athletic; it's just pure strength, right?
It's strength check, yes.
Okay. 19.
Elwin grabs the blade and just carves out of the webbing, managing to get out of it. And 10 is enough. This is 15.
That is to reach outside 20 feet or what?
From where you are, that's 10 feet of movement and 20 feet to get out of there. Whichever direction you want, obviously. You don't have to move that far, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get closer. Yeah, I will 20 feet, then another 20 feet. Yeah, I think I miss something. I made a mistake, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I will stick what I intend to do, and that will be my turn. Actually, wait, I have a dash action. I'm gonna dash.
I think you use your action to escape.
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, brain.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, that will be our bonus action second win because hell, I'm hurt a lot. So yeah, second win. That is my turn.
As the Earth Elemental is up next, as Elwin manages to, via sheer strength and force of will, get out of the restraining webbing.
Reginald Rock will fight against his restraints.
Nice.
Do I succeed?
That is enough.
He's gonna get the frick out of this weapon. 10 feet right here. 5 feet here. Oh, is he in the webbing if he's here?
He can stay on those 3 squares. Should be fine.
Okay.
Side.
He's just on his way to go help his master. And that's my turn. Wait. Yes, that's my turn.
And Jeffers, as you use your magic to try and avoid the creature's bite and attacks, the creature moves slightly further away from you. And as it moves behind, you can make an opportunity attack.
I ain't falling for that shit.
Well, as the creature moves behind, it turns its head and then just breathes out its spider-like breath,
Ah!
hitting both you and Snowsong. Both Jeffers and Snowsong make me dex saving throws.
Not advantage, but
Jeffers, you take half damage. Snowsong takes the full amount of it as poisonous spiderlings start to engulf and bite everyone around. Jeffers, you take 16 plus 19, a total of 35 points of damage, meaning that you need to make a DC 17 for your elemental. I think that drops.
yep.
So go to 0?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
And just to keep an eye on the conjuring elemental, it starts to become as the elemental turns and looks towards Laura for a moment. She turns and looks towards it. This one is giving me a strange look. As the creature hurls its spiderlings towards both Jeffers and Snowsong and wills them to not go any further, as it will use its bonus action as well to hurl its stifling webs on them. And that area as well, you know what, I can get Goel in that. I will take a Goel in that as well. And that area, once again, will become filled with webbing. And I will re-roll it. I will roll for the webbing as well. It recharges its breath weapon, but it will not recharge its webbing. And Goel, you are up next. Start of your turn, you make me a dex saving throw. Advantage, it's a normal for you to go ahead. So close, and yet so far.
Can I be restrained? I thought it was.
Oh, land stripes. Give me a second. You might be correct. I don't know if it just says that it is not difficult terrain. Give me a second.
I have advantage on saving throw.
But you also have disadvantage because you're wearing medium armor. So actually, you are restrained. Just if you manage to get out of it, you are not blocked by it.
One day I'm gonna get an inspiration on go up.
You
One
got
day.
earlier on at the start of the
Oh yeah,
session.
I
What
did get
is
it.
on?
Yeah, that's right. I just didn't
You
notice.
got one.
Can I use it? Sorry.
No. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oops.
Yeah. I deserve it.
You tried.
I deserve that. How do I free myself? Do I make a check or something?
You can use your action to break free. You have advantage because you're enraged. You have disadvantage because of the medium armor. It's a strength check. So, not athletic.
Strength. Fuck me. Guess my rage drops.
If you don't take any damage on this turn, it will drop.
Well, that's my turn.
Joel tries building muscles as he tries to get out of the webbing, but it is so thick and dense around him, in making it nearly impossible for him to get out of there. Jeffries, start of your turn. Make me your dex saving.
Okay. Where the fuck is it? Not advantage. 14.
14 is not going to be enough. You're restrained as well.
Mm. Is there any rubble around these parts?
I'll assume so. Quite the many.
Like any
The area has taken quite heavy
any of
damage in here.
substantial size? I guess that's a big column.
You can use that.
I think I will. I'm going to use an animating performance to
Make Maggie?
make Muggy out of that crumbled pillar. And then bonus action, I'm going to inspire said Muggy and say, Muggy, I fucked up. You need to protect that wonderful young woman. And I'm gonna sick Muggy on Reginald. The ultimate betrayal. He's gonna get well, he's gonna try and be right here to like interpose, but I keep covering tokens, so
I mean, he's a mug. He literally can pick her up, put her inside.
that's well,
It's a
he's not a
column
mug,
right now.
technically.
Right now it's a column. It's a pillar.
But to Elwin's point, could Muggy use his action to shove Chlora over here and take her place?
Definitely.
Then he will do that.
Let me move Maggie over there so it's not clipping the tokens correctly. As the column flies towards and moves in between and just separates the two of them. As anything else, Zephyrus?
I don't think I can do anything else. That's me.
As right after that, Regulus, you are up next.
I see this guy. Is he hiding beneath the wall here?
It climbed up and down. You can still see it, but you probably need to get a little bit closer over here to just blast it below. Else it will
Yeah.
have cover. You are entirely able to blast it from there. The closer you are, the less cover it has. At the very end, it has zero cover.
Yeah, I walk up. No. You don't get to do that to my friends and run away. And I point the staff at him. Him, her, whatever whatever they choose. I will.
I guess.
It.
Is that
Yeah.
what
They,
it prefers?
I guess.
Anyway, Sunbeam.
And not Jeffers, only Regulus, as you turn towards there, you move up towards the creature, aim your sunbeam, and as the creature turns back, it unleashes its spider breath. However, your sunbeam charts and scorches and burns through all of them, striking straight onto the open maw of this draconic creature. And no matter if I succeed on the saving throw or not, it will be done.
I turn back to look at the rest. I got it. Meanwhile, Jathras is just caught in the web. But anyway, I used my full movement to get here, so guess I'll just watch Jathras get eaten. Oh wait, I have a. What does Jathras have on him? What are all those lovely tokeny things?
I am blessed. I am sanctuary, and I'm restrained.
Oh, your sanctuary, huh?
Very helpful.
I was gonna use that on you, but I realized, oh, you already have it.
Well, you can double up if you want.
I don't know if that works. Do I have any bonus actions that apply to that situation? No. That's it.
Judas will see that Zirin has nearly brought down the dragon and will not follow him there. He will speak towards Zirin. Come, the others needs us. And he will rush over to here, take a dash action, and as he will try to maneuver as far as he can, 55 feet to here, then 30 feet of misty step over to there. He has still a few more feet left. 15 feet will get him as near as it can towards Zephyrus. He's still just outside the order. Give me a second. I did. How much movement did I do? That's 15 feet. I did 55. That's 70 feet of movement. Yeah, that's the whole thing that he can do to get there. Dancing. You know what? I'll make him athletics. He's just trying to make for those just extra 5 feet. However, again, this is not an easy thing to do. So I'll put the. He doesn't have advantage because he's not raging to do that. So the DC is 15 for it. As he tries to get a little bit closer, he yells out, but his magic won't allow him to get any closer. The spider dragon in the distance will get destroyed by Zirin's boom beam and charred all together. As Zirin, you are up next.
All right. Now that Zirin has seen with his eyes that the creature has ceased moving and it's only giving its last death twitches, I guess, he is going to 30 feet. At some point, Zirin needs to increase his movement speed somehow. Uh, let me see something about Moonbeam. 60 feet in any direction. And right. So Zirin is going to get them. Is going to rechannel and refocus the moonbeam over here as an action. And let me just remember what's the range for Barding Inspiration?
60 feet.
I think 60 feet.
All right, let's see. Uh, sure. Or wait, is Goel the same distance? Yes. All right, so Zirin is going to spend one of his bardic inspirations and turn towards Goel to say, "Honor your hunting legacy, orc. Show this creature it cannot evade your rage." Trying to, hype him up, make him more focused into killing whatever the monster is. And that will be Zirin's turn.
The Dryad will, given that he got a free disengage from that creature, however, it doesn't want to move closer to those spiders, those cobwebs, will move slightly further behind and take a dodge action as the swarm of spiders that is still infesting Snowsong will make an attack on Snowsong.
Snowsong is
And
dead.
and Snowsong will die, as all of them will feast on him. They will then move onto the next target. Snowsong crumbles into bits of stone. I think Snowsong failed the first death save, right, Goel? I think
Yeah.
he did, because that's 2 extra failures. So Snowsong crumbles into dust. And Elwin, you are up next.
Hopefully I can do that because it's still more than 30 feet. Could I jump in the middle? And it doesn't matter if it is restrained or not, then teleport here.
It is actually how at that moment, the moment that you step in, you make the save. However, you can move there. Even if you fail the save on Guel space, you can teleport to here, which should be out of the area, so you can move around. So it is doable.
Okay. So yeah, I will do that. I'll teleport here. Then
You can teleport up to 30 feet, right?
yes, that
Yeah. So yeah, that's doable.
and go to this asshole and beat the shit of them if I hit. If I hit. Just to be sure, Judas Bless is still there, right?
Should be.
Oh wait. Before I do that, because I feel I need to do that. Before Alwyn do that, he will sack one of his uh, attack with Goel. Can I do that
To do what exactly?
to hit Goel? I mean to push Goel.
Oh, sure.
So my
So
rage
yeah,
doesn't fall.
yeah. And it's I don't want damage you. The idea is to get you out from the web.
Oh, okay.
That's what
You can
I
make
believe.
an athletics check, Alwyn. The DC is the same of the webbing, but it is an athletics check for you. This is easier for you to do than break yourself.
I cannot fail that.
Okay, then yeah. Goel is pushed 5 feet outside as Alwyn will grab Goel and move him out with the strength of his titanic gauntlets. Now able to just pick Goel out and easily just hurl him to the side.
Excuse me. Like I believe, like I know sacrifice the attack, but I believe that what Alwyn will not leave a friend entangle in a web. And yeah, I will go ahead and attack this guy only 3 times. So all of it with disadvantage, and so it will be Dragon Slayer.
The first attack should be at normal, if I recall. So that should hit because you get advantage on your first attack when you teleport with that weapon item. Sorry,
Oh, you're right, actually.
I am always right.
Then I will attack with the
Bold.
Moon Greatsword. For I don't know why, but yeah. 16, 17, 18. Does 18 hit?
18 hits. 16 does
So-
not.
So only the Dragon Slayer hit. That good. And with plus plus
24.
it is 9 plus 12 for both the extra damage for dragon.
You're correct. I definitely did not see the correct numbers in there. But yeah, both of those attacks will strike and score quite the bane against that creature and anything else I'll doing.
Yeah, I'm like saying, who the hell made these dragons? Spider dragon. Yeah, it is my turn.
The Earth Elemental will start attacking at anything that it sees in front of it. And that means Maggie.
Mike is about to get his shit
That
rocked.
hits.
Sounded too realistic.
Anything, I think that should work for Maggie.
Oh my god.
It's nearly destroying with its blow. I guess, and that should be 28 points of damage to Maggie with a second blow. As onto the other side, the spider dragon stricken by Aaron, it roars in pain, but it will skitter through him. And as it will move over to here, well, you know damn right what it's about to do. As it will unleash its breath on everything
That's an interesting.
front.
That's an interesting.
of it.
Oh, wow, I succeeded.
Darius, you should. I don't know if you, with her success, you can actually survive this. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot. We will about to find
Doesn't
out.
matter.
But yes, you have
reroll.
cover from that.
Oh, I no, I don't want to, but okay.
No, it doesn't give you advantage. It gives you a +2. I don't think that's enough, though. No, it's not.
Why did you tell me to reroll, Goofy?
No, I'm. Okay.
Is it?
I thought. Sorry, I. That is my inspo. That's my inspo.
I see.
I'm sorry, okay, I don't mean to
Okay.
step on you. Yeah, but it's
No,
my
no.
inspo.
Don't worry. Trying to do things around. I don't think that still is going to be a success. For Jethros, the creature will unleash It's spiderlings around, and Judas also needs to make the save. He's not at disadvantage, however, because he also has danger sense, a barbarian, as he is. And he will take half that damage, which is 14, and half that, which is 10. So it's a DC 10, DC 12 for him to keep concentration up. Still does, as a venomous spider will fill the area once again, striking both Judas and Elohim at the same time. I'll roll this so do not forget it. It does recharge his breath weapon, however, as that will bring Jeffress to 0 hit points. Another creature already unleashes its breath, and seeing Elohim attacking with quite a potent weapon, it will use the last 30 feet of its movement, 35 actually it has, to move back into the webbing, triggering an opportunity attack for both Elohim and Judas.
So, do I take 25 damage or 24 damage?
24. You always round down.
Okay, 24. Ouchie. And
Judas
yeah, I'm
makes the
gonna
attack at disadvantage, sadly for them.
take that.
Shall not hit. That shall
will-
hit.
Yeah.
For
Let's
19 points of damage and making the target and enemy blooded as the creature moves away. And at the end of its turn, it will reroll to gain back its webbing as well. It does not. And Goel, you are up next.
I'm going to. Do I have my rage on me or is it gone?
Your what, sorry?
Rage.
You should no longer be raging, given you did not attack the, last turn and you did not take damage as well. But you are also no longer restrained.
Bonus action rage and then walk right into this terrain. It's a dex save, right?
It's a dex save. You do have a bardic inspiration from Zerion if you want to use.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't want to
I
use
think
it,
it's a
but
D6 or D8. I don't recall.
I'm not sure.
Xeris is D6. Next level, it'll be D8.
It is a 3 or more, as it's on the GM layer, but still a 3. That is, as Goel, you rush towards the target and manage to break free of the webbing as you get closer towards them.
Are you okay? Um.
You still have your action. Go for it. I'll assume this is reckless attacks, and that definitely hits.
Yes.
25 on the first, 23 onto the second. For 23. Right. As
Are you for 23?
Goel slams again and again into the creature that is trying to retreat, but it is constantly puking out spiderlings from its mouth. Anything else, Goel?
No. Just really mad.
Jeffress, I see that you have already done on the GM layer roll a
Muggy
death saving throw as Muggy does have a den, indeed. Have a Muggy sense, sorry.
I will. Muggy is going to try to quote unquote grapple the Earth Elemental Reginald by placing his rounded top side under its belly and picking it up.
Let's go. It's an athletics check amongst them.
For this. Oh, my. Wait.
He doesn't need to.
That's nice. Okay. Great. He's got to lift him up. So I'm going to guess it's half movement. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. What's the elevation on these stairs compared to down here? Is it, like, significant at all?
Not really. Those are small steps for humanoids, probably made, but not for that large creatures.
All right. I would like to, Muggy specifically, would like to uh, take him. I have 20 feet of movement. Okay. I would like to move 10 feet here and 10 feet up and then drop Reginald on top of the dragon if possible. I don't know if that's possible, but it's okay if it's not.
Let's
I'm
see.
just more trying to get in the web.
Two options. You can either drop him next to the dragon, which will not have Maggie enter the web, or can Maggie attempt to save against the web in order to kind of just move the element a little bit closer and drop it on top of the dragon. So either you risk the saving throw for the webbing, or and go to hurl the earth elemental onto the dragon, or you stay outside of the webbing and have the earth elemental fall inside there. Up to you.
We'll just put the earth elemental in.
And I don't remember if it rolls right now, its save and at the start of its turn, or just at the start of its turn. Give me a second to creature that starts or enters the weapon for the first time on its turn. Okay, so not on every turn, on a turn. So yeah, Maggie will just hurl the elemental inside the webbing. The webbing mitigates some of its fall, but clearly seems to be taking quite a bane for it. Maggie should be able to move without opportunity attack from it now, because she did move a little bit above. I don't know if he has any movement speed left.
Yeah, he does. I'll. Yeah, I'll move just a little bit away, I guess. Just right there. I think that's all he has, really. And that's my turn.
Judah stands, looks towards the creature. It's inside the cobwebs, looks back towards Elohim. I'll get Jefferson. And he will move as close as he can, and he'll place his hand onto Jeffress and expend 30. You know what? Yeah, let's do 30 of his lay on hands onto Jeffress. He puts his hand onto the lizard form into the cobwebs as he's Jeffress. Let me share your pain, and he starts to transfer the wounds that you've taken as Jeffrey you regain 30 points. Kill.
Burn hellfire.
And Zirin, you are up next.
All right. That's. Oh, he can actually make it even by crossing the web, I guess. The moment Zirin enters the web, he has to make the save.
Correct.
Right. You know what? No, Zirin would enter the web. He makes 5, then 10 more, because difficult terrain. So he
In
has
the
to
deck
make.
save.
Yes. Let's see. That's a 13. That's kind of sad. Wait, yeah, it has both bless and aura of protection. What can we do? So Zirin's action will be to move the moonbeam on top of the as his foot is stuck on the webbing. Um, and so yeah, he's going to call out to the creature that by my hand or theirs, you won't leave this nest alive. And that is Zirin's turn. Let me see. Yeah, no bonus action here. So yeah.
Clara will use her last entangle for the day to try and grab both of those creatures that have turned against her and have been completely a danger to her so far. As she will use entangle one last time against both. Despite the dragon will make the save, maybe the same cannot be said about the earth elemental. Let's find out. The earth elemental will be restrained by the entangle. Right up.
Can it even be
Right.
restrained?
I think so. Yeah,
They can be
I think.
restrained?
Earth
Wow.
elementals, yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
fair. I thought.
No, the air elemental, you mean, that cannot be restrained.
I mean,
And the water.
I thought all elementals were kind of immune to most usual conditions, but wow, I'm
But he's
surprised.
super physical. Is the
The,
Earth
the earth
is.
malaton is the bullied one.
The spiders continue to crawl around, and this ones will attack Goel once again. Recklessly he attacked. With advantage they shall. For 10 points of damage onto Goel as those spiders continue to strike, pierce, and bite towards him, all for 5 points of damage, given that he's enraged. And Elwin, you are up next.
Question, DM, if that okay. I have a 30 feet of movement. Could I do starting running jump 20 feet, then jump next to the
The thing
dragon?
is, the moment that you enter the area is when you make the save, meaning that you might get stuck mid-air. As you could just jump, similar to how Frodo was stuck in Silo's web. It is thick and dense. It's not only the ground; it's a dense area that is covered.
Okay, then I'll try to do that. Hopefully, it works. Uh-huh. Uh, Dex save, right? Uh, did oh wow!
Yowie,
Oh,
yowie.
Nice.
with flying colors, as one would say.
Yeah, I'll jump and attack him 4 times with disadvantage. And I totally forget about something. I need to put a mark every time when Jethros give me inspire because I
Yes.
forget that. So first attack, uh, second attack, uh, third attack, and fourth
17
attack.
hits as well.
So I think all of them hit.
All of them hit.
Okay, I don't need the inspiration. So this is the dragon. This is the thingy. Sad damage. The dragon and last damage. And for it is 20, yeah.
Elwin, give us a quick description. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, Alwyn running, it's more not dexterity, it's more like pure strength. As the web trying to entangle him, he tear apart the web and he jump on the dragon and starts slashing and cutting it. And in the end, he put the hook of the moonstone, pull the head up, and with the dragon slayer cut off the dragon head, finish it off for good, and like fall to the ground.
And as Elwin will bring down that creature, there's little reason to leave initiatives up for the swarm of spiders or the elemental, as the swarm of spiders will just skitter away from Goel and the earth elemental. It's only a matter of time before the rest of you. Maggie falls on top of it. Zirin moves his moonbeam. Goel, during his rage, will burst through the restraints and they will destroy the last remaining bits of the earth elemental.
Union
And
Reginald.
as Regirock. And as the enemy is destroyed, completely taken apart, those spider creatures are no longer present. A skitter into the distance quickly draws everyone's attention as out of the webbing, up and ahead, a creature appears with its hands held up high. And you see a monstrous creature not very much unlike the Ettercaps that you fought speak in a common tongue. I am not a threat to you, as its mandibles just move left and right. And yet, for all intents and purposes, the creature does look very much eerily similar to all the other Ettercaps. This one seems to be adorned with armor and gear. And this is when we're going to put a pause until next,
This one
so we
came
can
out from a
start
cocoon.
from there. Not from a cocoon, but from the webbing there, as if it was hiding all the time. It doesn't do so right at the very end of combat. Like you deal with Reginald, it awaits a few moments, you grab your breath, and then it comes out. So technically, you won't be enraged, Goel, but the creature doesn't seem to be threatening. You can clearly rush towards it and pummel it, but its intent is not to ambush you or anything aside.
Can
Love how
you
you
make
know what I'm thinking.
can you make the image again out talking bigger? Oh, so I thought he's wearing like a helmet as a spider,
No.
like the spider helmet. Like his face is a spider, and
Yes,
his
it's
leg.
100% like these creatures. Only that they seem to be adorning gear and speaking common tongue.
Oh.
Kaz, when can I play this race?
I don't think that's a playable race. Ettercup, that is.
What?
Why?
You want
Bullshit.
to
Well,
What if my backstory is that I got bit by a radiant Ettercap?
Radioactive account.
Look, I'm okay if somebody wants to play that race, but your cup is going to be the Ettercup stat block. If you're okay with that, I'm okay with that. No
if
class
it is
levels or anything like that.
Oh,
if it is Ether Cup stat block that can level up,
No,
I
no, no,
would
no,
like.
no. Just Ettercup stat block.
I'd love that.
I'm okay with that.
But
Because
yeah,
that also its
Jethris died,
limitations.
unfortunately, guys.
Ooh,
Pepperoni.
wow.
yeah. Thank you, Kaden, for the game. Thank you, everyone. I have to jump. I have
No worries.
180 kilo